Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got a story for you with some Negro context, so hold on to your britches. All right, this story came from the San Diego Union Tribune, but it is all over the news this morning. So I just wanted to share it because I want to share my 2 cents with it. This is just my putting on my tinfoil hat, and we'll just wait and see what happens. But this is my take. So it says money stored in Venmo and other payment apps could be vulnerable, financial watchdogs warns. This came out 2 hours ago on June the 2nd. So I find it interesting that the closer we get to Fed now going live here in the US, you start hearing all these discussions about possible blackouts here, the grid going down, the entire internet allegedly is gonna be scrubbed so that things that you used to be able to access, you won't be able to access them anymore. Not only that, but here we go with this money thing. Any digital transfer method that circumvents the main banks, they have beef with now. So you see they're killing off crypto. They're trying to kill Bitcoin. They've all but destroyed the faith in the crypto and Bitcoin industries. And you can see that it was built up to tear down, to do what they did. And so I feel like the same thing is happening with Venmo and PayPal and CashApp and Zelle and some of these other payment apps that were created to circumvent the system, to allow people to do business or to make transactions digitally with each other. I have my theories, but I'm going to read this story first. So, anywho, it says customers of Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App should not store their money with those apps for the long term because the funds might not be safe during a crisis. So, the next crisis, allegedly, according to them folks who be over yonder making all the decisions for us, but we didn't elect them, is that we're going to have a cyber pandemic. And so if you have a cyber pandemic, everything on the internet is gone. So your money is gone, your pictures and your clouds are gone. Anything that you have stored someplace, a treasure of sorts that you care about, is likely to be gone. And again, they got to bring chaos so they can bring the order. So I figure this is another one of those ploys. The alert comes several weeks after failure of Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, and First Republic Bank, which all experienced bank runs after fearful customers with uninsured deposits pulled their money in mass. So basically, they're saying they don't want you to do that. So they want you to keep your money in the banks so that the banks won't collapse or fail, and then the system collapses. And I brought you this story last week about all the deposits leaving the bank. So this is like a twofer. So one, they want to scare you from using these apps and pulling your money out of the bank and using that as a bank. But two, they're also kind of, but not really, giving you a heads up that nothing where technology is concerned and your currency or your money is going to be safe. Everything is going to be hackable. So it says the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation insures bank accounts up to $250,000, but money stored in Venmo or Cash App or Apple Cash is not being held in a traditional bank account. So if there is an event similar to a bank run with those payment apps, those funds may not be protected. I don't really think any. Well, I don't know because I don't use those apps for long-term payment storage. I'm sure people do, especially people who are not able to get bank accounts or are unbanked, or they may have side hustles where people pay them, because that's basically was the purpose of these things, where people could do transactions and have folks out their business. Although, again, nothing that you do where technology is concerned, if you don't control it, even if you do control it, you didn't make it. It's somebody's in your business. Some of the funds may be eligible for pass-through insurance coverage if customers do certain activities with the apps, the CFPB said, but generally by default, the apps are not covered by deposit insurance. For example, if a customer opened a PayPal savings account, it will have deposit insurance through PayPal's partner, Synchrony Bank, but the general PayPal account is not covered by insurance. For Apple Cash, which can be insured through Green Dot Bank, it requires a user to verify their identity to get deposit insurance. So again, in order for you to be insured, if that's what you care about, they're urging you to verify your tactic to me. We can take your money, and I'm sure there's some money gonna get missing for people who use those apps. But I think the end game is to make people verify who they are, because it's a digital wallet, really. And in order for you to be insured, they either want you to switch to the ones that are insured, or not store your money there, store your money in the bank. They're trying to sell you on banks. We find that stored funds can be at risk of loss in the event of financial distress or failure of the entity operating the non-bank payment platform. So notice they use non-bank payment platform, and are often displaced in an account at a bank or credit union and lack individual deposit insurance coverage, the CFPB said. Consumers may not fully appreciate when or under what conditions they would be protected by deposit insurance, the agency added in its report. So, again, I'm putting up a tinfoil hat. I think when they take the system down, whenever we have our cyber pandemic, whenever the economy collapses, or whatever scenario happens, I believe that they're trying to sell us on put your money in the bank because it's insured. If you're going to use these apps, do this thing and be verified so that you can get the insurance, or have a certain type of account that is linked to like a third party insurance, like I described earlier in the story, so that you can be insured. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting your identity. It's all about having you linked to a bank, because they're going to control the banks and they're going to control the digital currency. So to me, again, this is like a fear tactic. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be afraid. If you only have a few little pennies and this is how you do business, you should be concerned, because to me, what they're saying is, we finna turn off the lights, and if you got money that's in these things, when we take this down, you're not gonna be able to get it back if you don't verify who you are, or if you don't have a certain type of account. Well, a lot of people are going to lose out if they store their money there. So again, if you have anything of value outside of your bills, you should be taking your money out. Don't leave nothing up in there. Don't leave nothing up in there for them folks to take. We ain't got no money to give nobody else. We didn't work to be giving our money to Uncle Sam and whoever whatever corporate thief that they allowed to take our money. Peer-to-peer payment apps and non-banks offering bank-like services have exploded in popularity in the last decade. It's just like cryptocurrency, which always makes me think that these people are in cahoots together. You think about Elon Musk, he created PayPal. And he jumps from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. And now all of a sudden he knows, oh, everything is so bad. I want to tell you how bad it is. Oh, listen to me. But I'm still going to create my brain chip because I'm going to put that in your head. And so, I just wonder sometimes. I ain't going to put that 10 tinfoil hat on right now, but for another video. I I just have been suspicious of all these things. I just believe they were like a test pilot. And I think they do certain things like make people unbankable, or, some people just generally don't trust banks. But I think they've made a certain segment of society um, non-banked. And then they create these little solutions so that the non-banked can use them. And then when the non-bank uses them, the non-banked don't really understand that they are a part of a test pilot. And the test pilot is to create this thing, put it out there, sell it as, whatever. And then people start using it. And then if you use it for a certain period of time, it gains popularity, and you get a certain percentage of the population to use it or agree to it or become comfortable with it. Then you can roll it out as, the new thing. And so, kind of like with cryptocurrency, or let's just say blockchain technology, it's the same thing, same exact thing. All this, to me, is linked together. I would not be surprised if after it's all said and done, they acknowledge that it was created by them folks, and they used us all as guinea pigs. I'm just saying. I don't know. But it's a dead cat on the line. All this stuff is coming up, and suddenly all of it got to die for the new thing to come online that the government really wants to come online for this, NWO. But all the things that are similar to it, that were like the great granddaddies of it, you killing off now. So it just seems suspicious to me. Okay, it says Venmo now has more than 90 million customers and recently announced it was going to allow parents to create accounts for their teenage children, potentially bringing in tens of millions of new customers for the app. Of course, because they got to get these children with the mark too. Apple recently announced a savings account tied to its Apple Card that is operated by Goldman Sachs. The savings account took in billions of dollars in deposits within days of its launch. So again, these are the same banks that are doing the test trials for this new stuff. And every time somebody offers something digital, people just run for it. So at the end of the day, I hope we are not expecting people to fight tyranny, because they're not. They love it. So the Financial Technology Association, an industry group that represents PayPal as well as CashApp's owner, Block, emphasized in a statement that these products are safe. Tens of millions of American consumers and small businesses rely on payment apps to better spend, manage, and send their money. These accounts are safe and transparent. with users receiving FDIC insurance on their accounts depending on the products they use, the association said. So take that as you wish, but just be concerned that they are pocket watching these payment apps, these peer-to-peer payment apps that exclude Uncle Sam and banks. So basically, they don't want y'all to use the products, not the apps themselves, but the watchdog group, which is working on behalf of the government. Really, they say they're looking out for us, but not really, because why it took them 10 years to tell us this. So these fake people really want you to be linked up, mobbed up with a product that's linked to a bank, where you got to show your identity if you don't have a bank account. So just be mindful of what's happening. And again, don't keep a whole lot of money anywhere digitally where they can get it. If you need your money, you better have it out in a drawer, in a sock, somewhere in a can. Cut you a hole in your wall. Do something. Your mattress is safer than these institutions these days, because I don't know. There's just a lot of rumors about blackouts, grid down situations, and cyber pandemics. So if we have a cyber pandemic, that means people just gonna be hacking your stuff, and your stuff gonna be missing. And when it comes back, it's just gonna be missing. It's no help for you. So don't get caught off guard. Again, this is another data point. Don't take it as something that you need to be afraid of. Knowledge is power. So I want to empower my followers to have tools and insight where they can kind of see things differently and not necessarily um, believe the way that things are presented. This story is very suspicious to me, especially because it's so close to July when this Fed Now is supposed to go live. So again, just be prepared for anything. Keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High for discernment. Do what you got to do to find you another way to get out of this system, to not have to deal with this stuff. And it's coming faster than a lot of us are anticipating. I anticipated things were going to move fast, and so I've kind of been trying to position myself and condition my mind for what's coming. But it's difficult because it's new and we haven't ever had to live like this. So, I don't want y'all to think, oh, she got her stuff together. I don't have my stuff together neither. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants too. But we gonna fly together. All right, y'all, this is Marley K. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Hit that bell notification so that you can get a notification anytime I upload a new video. Also, subscribe to my Odyssey and Rumble channels in the event that this channel goes down. If there is a cyber pandemic, I won't be back. They will be scrubbing everything because they won't want you to know what's happening. So I'm sure my stuff's going to be gone and I won't have nothing to say after that. Follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at MarleyK20 and I'm on Facebook, Marleyisms. If you have stories that you think would be interesting for followers to know about, please send them to me at marleykistiredofracism at gmail.com. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Take care. Again, don't be fearful. Continue to pray, prep, seek the Most High for wisdom, ask for forgiveness. Please cry out so he can come get us, because I'm tired of this mess. But let us be strong. Let us do what we have to do so that we can endure to the end. Whatever the end is, I don't know how it's going to end. None of us know how it's going to end. But let us continue to pray, prep, seek forgiveness, seek the Most High for wisdom and understanding, peace, and pray for our people to continue to wake up. Pray for Gentiles to wake up because it seems like the noose is tightening. All right, y'all, I'm out.